Hello lovers, I trust you all are doing great and staying safe. You're welcome to today's episode of Finding Love, where I share with you useful insights that will guide you on your journey to finding love. The name Finding Love is very personal to me because growing up at some stage in my life, finding love was my focus and it made me learn so many lessons, of which I'll be sharing some of them with you today. Now, on the previous episode of Finding Love, we talked about 3 right reasons to be in a relationship. Now, for today, we'll be talking about 8 wrong reasons to be in a relationship. 8 is a lot, so I'll be dividing them into 2. So today we'll take part 1, and then our next episode will take part 2. So, number 1 wrong reason to be in a relationship is because you're afraid to be alone or because you are lonely. Now, that is absolutely a wrong reason to be in a relationship, because being in a relationship because you're afraid to be alone means that you will tolerate an unhealthy relationship. You stay in a relationship no matter what, because being out of it means you'll be alone and you do not want to be alone. But trust me, that is really a wrong reason to be in a relationship. It encourages all forms of treatment from your partner. And number 2, needing sex and physical intimacy. Now, they say that human beings need at least 12 hugs a day to feel emotionally healthy and all of that. But trust me, that is not enough reason for you to enter into a relationship. Don't enter into a relationship because you need love. If you ever feel like you need love, then show love. Start by hugging your friends, your parents, kids around you. Just show love around and you'll receive love. Okay, so instead of going into a relationship because you feel that you need some form of physical intimacy or sex or whatever, that is not enough reason to be in a relationship. Show love, and with time you begin to receive love. I mean, even if you get into a relationship because you want all those things, if you don't even know how to give them yourself, trust me, you might not receive them. Number 3, being in a relationship for financial security. Now, I understand that it can be overwhelming, trying to sort out your bills on your own, or just being independent, because of course we'll talk about economy and all sorts of things. I understand that, yes, there are times when you need some people to assist you in sorting out your bills. Maybe you've been used to your parents helping you, you've just been used to having previous partners who help you sort out your bills, so you kind of become dependent. Now, it's not a good reason to be in a relationship because you're looking for financial security. In fact, if you ask me to define what it means, I'll just say you're using somebody to satisfy your financial needs, which it's not fair on anybody. It's not fair on you, it's not fair on your partner. So it's important to be independent. It helps the relationship to stay healthy. Being dependent on a partner, it just takes away the genuinity from the relationship, because people want to believe that, when I love this person, I can support the person, not just because the person needs, but because I love this person. But when it's now like, this person needs me to support them financially, it just changes the whole dynamics of the relationship. It makes you look needy, So the solution to this is cut down on your bills, cut down on your expenses, try to live within your means, try to prioritize, look at your financial capacity and look at the things that you need, look at things that are more important to you and sort those ones out first, so that you don't have to depend on anybody. Number 4, getting into a relationship because you want to build your self-esteem. Now, I understand that sometimes after a breakup or a heartbreak, it kind of tampers with your self-esteem. It happens a lot. In fact, I have too many personal stories to share. Like when you feel ghosted, maybe you've just met somebody and you guys are getting to know each other, then all of a sudden the person just goes blank on you. You try to reach out and the person doesn't just respond. It can really get your mind wondering, what did I do wrong? What did I say, and things like that, and then before you know it, you start to feel like, maybe I'm not good enough, things like that, and then it kind of tampers with your self-esteem. I understand that, after such an experience, or maybe you've even just broken up from a relationship, or maybe they broke up with you, if you had broken, it could tamper with your self-esteem a bit, and then you need to now be in another relationship to regain that self-esteem that starts to arise. That is a wrong reason to be in a relationship. In fact, You know, when you have just gotten out of a relationship, it's important to regain your confidence on your own, so that you don't become needy. You don't now start to need, someone else's affirmation to make you feel more confident. I mean, I saw a movie, it wasn't a movie, a series some time ago. I think it was Make It or Break It, and then there was this girl, she came from a broken home, some kind of family where it was kind of messed up, and it kind of tampered with her self-esteem. She never felt good about herself. She was a gymnast, and every time her coach would always have to give her one dose of affirmation. Oh, you're good, you can do this, you can do this. And if nobody's there to say you can do this, she will mess up on the bar. And then she found a boyfriend, a very good guy, and it was so draining for him. He would always have to say, oh, you can do it. If he doesn't show up at the gym, she messes up that day, and it was really draining. In fact, her mom even had to say, it is so difficult to love Emily, so you don't want to be in a relationship where it's so difficult to love you, because anytime someone says something, kind of, if they don't say something to affirm you, your self-esteem is shaky, and then when they say something else that feels like they're referring to you, I mean, you get extremely sensitive. It's kind of draining for your partner, so anytime you feel like your self-esteem, in fact, let me say this, anytime you feel incomplete or you feel like you need someone else to complete you, do not get into a relationship. Work on yourself personally. 0 + 1 = 1, meaning that you do not add to that person. If you're not careful, you subtract from the person. But 1 + 1 = 2, and you know about the power of 2. The Bible says in Ecclesiastes, 1 will chase 1,000 and 2 will chase 10,000. Now you have to feel like you are one, like you're whole, like you're complete first, before you can even actually chase 10,000 with somebody else. So it's important that you feel complete and whole, and regain yourself. After every breakup, I would still share with you how to recover from a heartbreak, because that was some journey in my life also. So but in our subsequent episodes I'll share that. But because today we're only talking about the wrong reasons to be in a relationship, I won't go too much on that, but I'll give you right now some solutions to building your self-esteem. There's something I practiced and I still practice. Number 1, I say good things to myself every day. I list out things about myself that I'm happy about. Oh, I have a long hair, I thank God for my long hair. I thank God for my pointed nose. I thank God for my beautiful skin. I never run out of things to thank God for. Never run out of things to appreciate myself for. Number 2, anytime I'm in front of a mirror, I say nice things to myself. Oh, beautiful girl. I keep saying things to myself because these are things I want someone else to say to me. But it shouldn't, my self-esteem shouldn't be dependent on someone else saying affirmative words to me. I always make sure that I say these things to myself, so that if they don't say it, I don't feel incomplete, because there are times when you're even with your partner and they don't tell you that, oh, you look good. Does that mean that you won't feel good about yourself? No. So that's why these personal affirmations that you do to yourself, say in front of a mirror, they are very important, and trust me, they work. Another thing I do is I work out, I exercise. Exercising builds your self-esteem, okay? And then I take myself out too. I try to go out on dates on my own. I take myself out. I spoil myself. If I feel like I need this and I have the money to buy it, I do. I do not depend on somebody else to make me feel complete, So lastly, avoid talking about your imperfections. Don't do it, and stay away from people or things that give light, that shed light on your imperfections. Be kind to yourself. Don't be saying things like, oh, I have bow leg, or oh, see my dead skin and things like that. You don't want to do that to yourself. So say nice things to yourself, even when they don't look nice in your eyes. Just say those things, because what you say is what you see. Trust me. So start saying nice things to yourself. And if you know anybody or people around you that would want to project give light to your imperfections, stay away from them. Trust me, that's really bad energy, and you don't need it. When you're trying to recover from a heartbreak or build your self-esteem, you need to be around people that will say nice things to you. I remember one time, I just experienced a heartbreak, and I had this very good friend, because I was alone and it was really, really getting to me. I was thinking about it so much, And I remember that, oh, I have this friend of mine that makes me laugh, he makes me feel good about myself. And I always made sure that I found myself around him. And with time, he helped me. But if I went to people that, would still come and tell me things that would make me feel down or downcast, trust me, it would have been more difficult to recover and to build my self-esteem. So please stay around people that would, give you good energy, good vibes. If social media will make you feel less of yourself, you could take a break from it. You don't have to be on it every day. If seeing some particular things make you feel, downcast, just take a break. Take some time to just reboot and rebuild your self-esteem, and then come out again. You understand? So that's it. I said I'll share them into 4. So that was the first 4. Next episode, we will talk about the other 4 wrong reasons to be in a relationship. Alright, thank you so much for hanging with me. See you again next time.